But it's important that
the camera's
you
over here.
Order one. Where? Here?
Right there. Right there. You're
Right
looking
here?
at the TV.
Oh, sorry.
The camera.
It's important
the
that
one on the left.
It's important that you order one for your child, and they're free. I have them tabbed because I have a lot of students who call me looking for scholarships. So when they say, Ms. Harker, I need help with some scholarship information, the first thing I do is get my book out and start going through it, finding what's available for them, make sure they have the GPA. But you can order this off of Sallie Mae, and it's free. And you can also go to collegeboard.org, and they have information on scholarships.
And remember, that's Sallie Mae, not Fannie Mae.
No, yeah, Sallie Mae. As well as going to my website. It's, Step Higher's website. It's mystepHigher.org. And we gave it the name My Step Higher because it's like MySpace. We want you to own a part of that. And it has loads of information about scholarships, our next college tour meeting, and things like that. And even if you don't ever go on a college tour, we still would love to help you to get in college and have a positive life after high school.
Oh, wow. Wow, I almost got a tear in my eye. I almost got a tear.
There are a lot of kids that call me that has never went on a college tour. We do this for free. You pay to go on a college tour, and we help you get into college.
Because the thing about it is that I tell people, I said, my mission, because people always wonder when I go to high school games, basketball, football games, that I root for kids.
Yeah.
I said, because even though my nephews and nieces, I want them to be successful in what they do athletically, academically, the highest level of character.
Yeah, that's right.
That ultimately I'm rooting for all kids.
That's right.
Because the success for all kids is a success for our communities.
That's right.
Success for our country. And so we need everyone moving toward and forward during an education.
And we hope that by doing that they will come back and give to someone else.
Absolutely.
Not back to us necessarily, but back to their community.
And also, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that people didn't understand, even if you have you're in a middle class and your family make $100,000 a year, which now isn't a lot of money. I mean, that's gone in RB. It's just not a lot of money. It used to be, but it isn't anymore. That there are scholarships out there for everybody.
That's right.
So there's scholarships that are not just need-based.
That's
and
right.
so I think that sometimes our focus always is if my child if we don't meet a financial hardship, then we don't necessarily have scholarships available to us. But there are scholarships based on community service, on other activities and other backgrounds.
That's right.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of scholarships out there for Appalachians, individuals, urban Appalachians. There's scholarships out there that are for faith-based. I mean, there's just so much money out there that people are putting out there that really tries to promote young people going from high school to colleges and universities. And so I think that's certainly definitely what we want to make sure that we note, because sometimes we just get the label of scholarships as need-based. It's for families, low-income families. But anyone at any level, there are some scholarship dollars out there available to people.
Right.
What about the community service hours? Now, I mean, in terms of looking at that community service hours, I mean, are these kids really getting the volunteerism, or are they just showing up talking about, sign my card, I need 5 hours, I need 500 hours?
No.
Do we think it's going to have an impact long term in terms of creating that next generation of givers?
Yeah, because they're getting them prepared for Peace Corps, AmeriCorps. So a lot of kids are volunteering. My son was able to do a leadership program this summer through Red Cross. And he was really excited about it because a lot of kids there, they have done their community service hours through Red Cross. You know, they go to different places, nursing homes, art shows, and they volunteer doing community service hours. My son takes out people's trash in my neighborhood. That's community service hours. You know, he does things at his school, and he loves feeding the homeless. He has something with helping the homeless. That's in his DNA to help people. And he's working on community service hours. If your child likes to tutor or they like to read more than any other kid, they can start a reading group, encouraging other kids to want to read or, want to do better. Those are community service hours. As long as they keep track, and it's important that they keep track of all the community service hours they do, because a lot of parents, they really don't think about that, keeping track of their child's community service hours. I have a young lady right now who she's a senior in high school, very talented, has a GPA is probably a 2.5, 3 point, I'm not really sure, but she has a scholarship offer already because she's been doing her scholarships, essays, and she hates to write. But she knew if she did these essays and keep the same information for other scholarships, something is going to come down the pipeline for her for college. So she has a scholarship offer from a college in Ohio, and she has money to go along with that.
Good.
And she's not graduating until next year, and she does community service hours.
So she's in the class of 012.
Yep.
Okay.
No, 2011.
Oh,
This year, yeah.
this year.
2011. Yeah.
You said next year.
I'm sorry. It was 2011. She graduates.
Okay, so she's a senior this year.
She's yes, window.
I'm just checking.
Okay, yeah,
We
she's
know.
a senior. Yeah, but she has, if you do your work and you present yourself, put it in a portfolio format, hey,
Good,
there's
good.
money available.
Now let's get to the part of the program that promotes Step Higher, which is the part we love. What's your calendar, Janelle? Because I think, more importantly, I invite you on the show, one, because you do a wonderful job of what you do. You really are. All jokes aside, because I love you so much. And I got a poke from you. So this is like what's the dude's name that has his HBO talk show where he throws jokes in?
I don't have HBO. I
Oh,
don't know.
Bill Maher. I'm like the Bill Maher.
I don't have HBO.
Well, you need to get HBO.
I don't watch. I'm not a TV person.
I just got TV 2 weeks
I'm
ago.
planning college tours.
Oh, well, I got TV. I had to get TV for football season. I haven't had television in a year. So
That's true, but
I only get it to watch football.
I don't have cable.
That's good.
There's no,
You don't need it. I haven't had television for a year up until football season.
I was just watching CET the other day. No, I'm just not a TV person.
Good. So let's get to your schedule because I know we're down to about 7 minutes now.
Oh, okay.
And I want to make sure that you have every opportunity to talk to them about Step Higher.
Well, our next college tour meeting, which is our 11th annual college tour meeting, is going to be Thursday, October 7th at Woodlawn Rec Center from 7 to 8. And it's important that you come because we're going to share information about the college tours, the Power of the 100 Pledge letter, which you'll receive. It'll be information for scholarships that's available for your child to go on a college tour. And we're going to give out information about scholarships and a lot of other good information. So make sure you show up.
Okay. So October 7th, so we're excited about that because I think that for a lot of people that are watching this show that there may not be an opportunity. Good, we have it on the screen, mystepHigher.org. Thank you, Roger, for putting that on the screen. And also number 859-743-2907. So we certainly appreciate that because I think it's a great opportunity for young people. They're going to be engaged in a tremendous organization. What are you trying to tuck your stomach in now?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how I look on TV.
But you keep looking at the television. Your camera's right there. It's that one on the left. I'm going to have to put a little sign on. Next time you come on the TV show, I'm putting a little sign to say, Janelle's camera. Quit looking at the TV. Mama, I'm on television. I done made it.
My mom's in Kentucky, so we don't get this channel.
We YouTube. What are you talking about? Your mama is seeking YouTube. You are on, matter of fact, our shows are on YouTube.
Oh,
you
really?
are on YouTube. Yes, you go, girl. You made it to YouTube. YouTube, we tube, we all tube.
Okay.
So I think it's important. It's the one on the left. This is mine. That's ours. You don't get your own camera. Only I get my camera because I'm the star, man.
You're a star.
I make this thing rock. Yo, bam! I'm the hostess with the mostest.
Okay.
With the producer with the mostest, Roger. But I think that it's important for us when we start looking at and considering educational opportunities that we do begin the process early and that we do recognize that there are a lot of opportunities out there for our young people to be engaged, whether it's a college or a university. One of the interesting points that Janelle made earlier in the show was she talked about that college isn't for everyone and the universities aren't for everyone. I think an important aspect of looking at is that we're not saying that education isn't for everyone. And so as we look at, I have nephews that are in the military service that are serving our country across the world as we speak. You look at individuals that are in culinary arts program, and certainly Cincinnati State has one of the stronger culinary arts programs. As you look at the Art Academy that's down on Jackson Street in Cincinnati, as you look at a myriad Job Corps, as you look at all of these alternative programs, they're all about educating our young people. So I think that as much fun as we've had here today in talking about Step Higher, which is a tremendous program that gets the highest marks because of Janelle and what she's willing and what she's been able to put into that program for 11 years now, the energy, the resources that she has. She's a wealth of resources for your families. And I think that, and from my own personal experiences, I've seen this woman work hard for people and for kids. And so I think that as you look at that, it really is important that we engage Step Higher, that we engage our young people, that we collect our resources to understand that there are people that are out there that are willing to do some of the work, because I know that a lot of parents sometimes feel as if they don't have the time or the resources or the information necessary to be able to move their children from high school into colleges and universities. But certainly there are those individuals out there that can. Make sure you connect with the resources at your children's school. Whether there are guidance counselors. If they don't have guidance counselors at your child's school, go to somebody else's school and say, we need to steal a counselor because this school doesn't have a counselor. But I'd say that we don't need to do that. That Step Higher is certainly going to provide an opportunity for your children to step higher and their educational and their life goals. And I think that's part of it also, is being able to sit down with your children, develop a life goals, get them to understand what do they want to do. And I always start at Genesis, at the Genesis Men's Program. When we sat down with men, we always started with the end. We always paint the picture. So I think that if you start with your children by painting the outcome first, saying, what do you want for your life? And then going back and saying, how do we make it happen? What are the steps necessary to being able to bring that picture to fruition? Then I think you'll be successful in really creating an opportunity for your children to step higher and go forward. So, but as an organization and as a television show, we're here to bring you all the information that's necessary for you to be able to make informed decisions with your children, informed decisions about our community. We'll continue to do that as long as I have life in me. But again, as we begin closing out, I'd certainly like to end by sending my warmest regards to my mother again. And with that, Roger, take us out with some Tupac. Could you find something hot? Give me something lively. And remember, we're live the first Saturday of every month here at 12 o'clock on the Genesis Men's Hour. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend, and go Reds as well.
Jeez. I gotta go to... It's a wrap. Snap. Can I talk?
He do that to me all the time.